You know that moment at a massive arena show when, like, the lights cut out, the pyro hits, and the music drops perfectly on the beat?
Oh, yeah, it feels like pure magic from the crowd.
Right. To you in the audience, it is magic. But backstage, I mean, it is a high-wire act of controlled chaos. Welcome to today's deep dive, where we're actually taking you behind the curtain.
Yeah, we are looking at a highly specialized spec sheet today from HDTV Supply.
Exactly. We are breaking down this piece of gear called the Punqtum RIE-4900031 digital party line speaker station. It retails for about $2,300.
Which is, a pretty penny.
It really is.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to decode this high-end audio hub and figure out exactly how it keeps a professional live production from completely falling apart.
And keeping it together is, honestly, no small feat. It is
Yeah.
so easy to focus on the massive speakers or the laser lights, but the actual backbone of any show is just the crew talking to each other.
Okay, let's unpack exactly how they do that, because this isn't just a standard walkie-talkie situation. The specs call this a 4-channel party line station that can access 32 different party lines.
Right.
So for someone who isn't setting up stadium tours every weekend, what exactly is a party line in this specific context?
Well, think of a party line as like a dedicated, secure group chat for audio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might have one line strictly for the lighting crew, another for audio, and another for stage management. This device lets the operator instantly switch between 4 active lines using presets.
Got it.
Or they can access up to 32 distinct groups overall, so it keeps everyone out of each other's ears until they explicitly need to collaborate.
Right, so it is acting like a giant audio traffic cop, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
But looking at the physical connections here, it uses something called EtherCon. And it specifically mentions built-in PoE, which is power over Ethernet, to run up to 8 user belt packs.
What's fascinating here is that PoE capability. You are sending the audio signal and the electrical power down that single armored cable.
So instead of running a massive tangle of power strips and audio cables to every single crew member.
Exactly, you eliminate massive amounts of cable clutter. That is critical when a crew needs to deploy a system in hours, not days.
And EtherCon, that's just a rugged cable.
Yeah, standard Ethernet clips are super fragile. Like someone steps on one during load-in and it snaps. EtherCon wraps that Ethernet connection in a locking metal shell so it actually survives a touring environment.
Okay, I get the physical setup, but let's be real here. Live environments are incredibly loud and, well, totally unpredictable.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Like, it doesn't matter how rugged your cables are if someone just flat out misses a cue because a pyro cannon went off right next to them.
Which happens all the time, honestly. Humans get distracted, the crowd roars, and suddenly a critical instruction is just lost. The system has to natively account for that human error.
Well, here's where it gets really interesting to me. The spec sheet lists this audio replay of missed comms feature.
Yeah, that is a huge deal.
Right. Plus, it records all communications directly to a USB drive, a literal rewind button for live human speech.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just trying to imagine how that changes the vibe backstage. Like if I'm running a spotlight, I don't have to panic or scream into my headset to ask what was just said.
Precisely. It fundamentally changes the psychology of the control room. That replay function is a safety net.
Wow.
Right? Instead of freezing up and potentially ruining the sequence, you just tap a button and listen back instantly.
That is wild. And I assume the USB recording is for after the show.
Yeah, the USD recording ensures total accountability. Post-event, the production manager has a complete audio log,
Right, to review everything.
Exactly. You can review exactly where communication broke down and fix the protocol for the next city on the tour.
All right, so the internal crew is completely covered. But looking further down this sheet, I'm a little bit confused.
Okay, what's throwing you off?
Well, it mentions a sunlight-readable display for outdoor festivals and this QTool software.
Right, QTool is how you configure all those complex routing rules before the show, both online and offline.
Okay, but then it lists 4 configurable buttons specifically used for PA announcements and talk to all.
Ah, yeah.
So what does this all mean? Why would a closed-loop backstage intercom need a button to talk to the public address system?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, that's exactly the leap this device makes. It features both analog and digital inputs and outputs.
Okay.
So those PA buttons elevate it from just a simple stagehand intercom into a centralized command post for the entire venue.
Wow. So, like in practice or in an actual show, how does that play out?
It means the stage manager isn't isolated. They can be talking privately to the lighting desk 1 second,
Right.
and the next, if there's an emergency, they can hit that PA button and broadcast an evacuation order directly to the audience through the arena's main speakers.
That is incredible,
Yeah.
which really puts that $2,300 price tag into perspective, honestly.
Yeah, it completely justifies the
I
cost.
mean, it isn't just a speaker. It is a bulletproof, PoE-powered, self-recording communication hub that literally acts as the brain of the production.
It really is the ultimate insurance policy against the sheer chaos of live events.
Totally. So the next time you attend a flawlessly synchronized concert or live event and you're marveling at the magic happening on stage, just look around.
Yeah, take a second to think about it.
Ask yourself, what invisible, rewindable webs of digital communication are quietly holding that entire spectacle together right under your nose?